Well, g'day there, podcaster. Welcome to the Sunday Pod. I feel like we shouldn't call it the Sunday Pod, though, because you could be listening to this any day.
Yeah, it's just it's Bell's little true crime bonus thing.
It's a podcast that does go up on a Sunday, but it's not a Sunday pod.
No, it's definitely not Sunday vibes, unless you're like me and you like true crime all week round. Look, this one is pretty hectic. It's about cannibalism.
Yep.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Yeah, a bit of fun.
Nice, light, breezy topic.
Fava beans.
I ate his liver with a nice canty and some fava beans.
We
Is that
actually
why you always laugh at the fava beans in the kitchen?
We saw some fava beans recently. It was me, Liam, and Bell, and then
Do you know who we're doing, Bell?
Liam went,
Fava
fava beans.
That's it.
Yeah.
Clarice.
Okay. Well, this is the real life guy of that, and it brings up a really, really interesting question and conundrum that the court was in.
Is this the one where the guy posted the ads online?
It's one of my favourite. I love this one.
I'd say this is one of the more well-known.
German
It
dude?
is. It
This is a Rammstein song about
it. Frankie. Well, fake name Frankie. So, 2002, Frankie put the ad up on the dark web saying, "Hey, I'm seeking someone to eat." And who was known as Kator, the guy, he responded and said, "I would love to be eaten." Now, the psychology behind why he wanted to be killed and eaten and why Frankie wanted to kill and eat someone, it goes very deep. You can listen to that if you want. But basically, in short, one wanted to eat, one wanted to be eaten. Now, they met up.
Which is not, it's good, it's like obviously not great, but it's nice the internet can, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it can bring these types together.
Yep.
I'd imagine
Yeah.
if you want to be eaten, it's hard to find someone to eat you. And if you want to eat people, super hard to find someone to offer themselves up.
According to this, there's a whole forum of just cannibals that love eating people and vice versa. So these two met up and they went back to Frankie's house and he had the whole setup. He had a very old, it was something like 900 AD his building was built, which is wild.
Was the plan to, and I'm sure you're getting to this, is the plan to eat bits of him and keep him alive, or was the plan to kill him and eat him?
No. So the way that it was to play out was there would be a day X. Now they would spend a week together,
Yep.
getting to know each other. Frankie wanted to get to know the person that he was going to consume and become part of him. And so there was a day X. Now, when day X rolled around, he got served his final meal of his wish, and then the killing would happen.
So he was going to
in a way that he wanted.
Yep.
Yep.
Feels like there should be a movie about this. Like, I don't know if I'd want to watch it, but I feel,
Oh,
you
there
know what I
probably
mean?
would be, or docos.
Yeah, but like a big
In fact,
Hollywood
there's an
sorta-
8-hour long movie because he filmed the whole thing for 8 hours
Whoa.
straight. So there is
The
actually a
murder and-
VHS.
the murder and
yes.
eating.
I don't
So
wanna-
it actually went for
don't
10
know that.
hours.
Oh, okay.
He chopped off his penis
okay, well,
first.
First.
Yes,
graphic.
and then he lay on the bed and bled out. But
Oh,
he,
because you said it was a way of his choosing.
yeah. So he watched him eat his penis, and then he
Oh,
bled
he was
out.
alive when that happened.
Yeah. So he bled out for 10 hours straight. He went in the bath. He had a bath for a while.
What the?
He got back up.
Oh.
He then tried to walk around, but he was just constantly like he was. And then by the end, apparently he was walking somehow, but he was like completely drained of blood. And then so he finally died. And then he said, "Once I die, I want you to slit my neck."
Okay.
And so
These,
he did that.
I don't
Now
know.
he
I don't know about
then
these.
froze him up in pieces. He discarded his legs and arms
Why wouldn't you want
and his
those?
head. I don't know. I was thinking about that. I was like, well, isn't the arm muscle? Like,
I love
that's all
chicken thigh.
muscle.
All
Yeah,
about it,
absolutely.
You know? Yes.
More juicy.
Well, this is pretty much the
Rump
same
steak.
thing.
It's not the best cut, but it's okay.
Well, the first thing he ate of him was the upper part of his back, which is unexpected.
Upper part of the back.
Which is like, I guess, your traps. Like,
Yeah.
And then, so apparently, and this is like really gruesome, but he was eating him and he kept his severed head, like on the table and like talked to him while he was eating
Whoa.
him. Brought some of the meat to work, ate
Did
it
he
at
eat his
work.
ass?
I think so, because he didn't discard the ass.
Nice.
And then now this is where we get to the question.
Imagine
though,
if that
because-
was like he thought he was on the forum where you could get his ass eaten, and he's like, "Oh, that's not what I meant." When I said I wanted to watch you eat I didn't actually mean.
Well, allegedly, Kator, the guy that got killed, was way more keen and energized about the whole thing than Frankie, who was doing the killing. Like Frankie was like, I don't know, like maybe you don't want to do it, and he was like, I want this. So then we get to the question where he's in the court and he says, well, I didn't murder him. And the court says, yes, you did. And he said, no, I didn't.
How'd they
I
catch him?
did what he wanted me to.
How'd they catch him, you know?
So one guy he started exploring on the dark web, and then he called the police, and the police pretended to be someone that wanted to be eaten, and then
Again,
got
so it's
this
like a
guy.
second victim.
Correct, yes.
Hey man, come. I'm here
That's
to
how
have
he
my
got
ass
caught.
eaten.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then
So he's just having this dude as rissoles at work.
he was, yep. So he was cooking him up at work. So
Oh,
then
bloody, what do you got over there? That looks good, Kator. Or whatever it's his name.
he said it's the most delicious thing he's ever
Well,
eaten.
that looks bloody good. What do you got there?
It's
oh,
clearly
it's
a
just,
little there.
Yeah, it's just a bit of rump.
So he's in court and he's saying, I'm not a murderer because I did what this man asked me to
Yep.
do. Now, it's a real predicament there because, yes, he's right. This guy, and he's got it all on footage, him saying, I want you to kill me like this. I want you
Yep.
to do it like this. This is how I want to be killed. Da-da-da-da-da.
Still not
It goes
allowed to
for
do
8
it, though.
hours. Yeah, but then he's like, hey, man, I was doing what he wanted me to.
It's like euthanasia.
Exactly. So then where's the line? Whole thing. So anyway.
So what happened? Did he get charged?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he
got
did?
done. Oh, yeah. There's no way he was
Aw,
walking out.
poor Kator.
No, Kator died. No, that's the
What
one that
happened?
got
How
What would
did
eaten.
you rather?
No, Kator's the one that got eaten. Frankie's the one that was the murderer.
Oh, sorry.
What would you rather find out that like your brother or something like I'm just figuratively I don't have a brother but is a cannibal or
Got eaten by a cannibal.
yeah wanted to be like a little
Don't say a little bee.
Probably be
Wow.
the cannibal, I think.
it's cooler than the other one I
Well,
think
that's
Yeah.
actually
being
a
like
sad...
oh eat me like it's
Yeah.
it's both it's
Yeah.
bad
That
it's
is
bad
another-
but I don't
Yeah.
know They're
Like, I
both-
reckon in prison, you wouldn't cross a cannibal.
No.
You have to have
that's-
something inside you to eat someone, wouldn't you?
And he wasn't.
Them.
He would, by far wasn't alone. Outside the court,
Mm.
apparently there were crowds of other cannibals supporting him. So they're out there.
surely you'd be
Cannibal Alliance.
You'd be taking some photos and some names, I would hope. Just
Yeah.
going, hey, they find these supporters. Like,
Yeah, but
do
you
you
have
reckon
to have
there's a
proof.
cannibal that lives like in Melbourne?
mean-
Yes. I would say
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
I would-
How rare is it? Like, how serial killers
Think
like,
about the
obviously
dark
rare.
web. Think about
Yeah.
everything that people are into. Think about fetishes. Think
Yeah.
about all of that.
But like people like that actually want to eat people. Do you think
Yeah.
how rare is
I-
that? That's a one twisted cookie.
I often think that, like, there's so many people, and it doesn't matter what state you're talking about, there's so many people in every state and in the world in general. You every now and then would drive past a house and that person would be a murderer.
Totally.
That's a thing.
And from all the true crime that I've listened to, like hundreds and hundreds of episodes, a lot of them finish with, this was in the 80s or the 90s. Now they live in Victoria or they moved to Ballarat, but they're under another identity and they're protected and we don't know who they are. And that is how it works. And then I think, well, who are these people? Where are they? Anyway,
Good one, Bill.
yeah, sorry if it's a bit hectic.
No, I think that's the point of it.
yes, no, it was super, just easy listening.
Yeah.
Happy Sunday.
Especially that wrist
No,
line
they don't
bit.
call it that.
Sorry.
Could be any day.
It's the true crime bell bit.
It's a true crime, Bill. That's what we're branding this.